part of slavery is that they don't. If you let your slaves learn, then they become too smart to be slaves, and they can escape, or they can, you know. So I think a lot of slaves went through that. Yeah, I mean, definitely it's one of the biggest, you know, things. But at the same time, it's like I saw that one meme about how you know, everybody talks about the Holocaust, about how that was like the biggest massacre or whatever, and then they mention an even bigger massacre that happened to a different group of people around the world. So it's like it's really just because it's closer to our own history that slavery is so much more relevant. Because yeah, there were lots of slaves. There have been lots of slaves. But yeah, they got it the worst, as far as we know. That's why it's the most relevant. Oh. It was a what now? Yeah. Oh, that's great. That's crazy. It's dedication. It's dedication to the job. This game has no options. Maybe that'll do the trick. Wah, 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 wah. Loading time is fun. Loady, loady. Fucking loady. Nay. Cool. Oh, you have to allow it. You have to go into the party settings and allow your voice to be shared. Yeah. Yeah, that's okay. Nobody will know that you're pooping. I mean, they will now that I said it. But they wouldn't have. Frame rate. Yeah, you get a standard frame rate. Sorry, pals. Always allow. Always allow. My voice can always allow. Yes. Oh, Louise Frush. Oh, I'm loaded. I'm also turned around. My hand He's not there. Fucking freezing. Yeah. Yeah, very, very quick transition into the cold. No. Global soup. That's the only thing that this... That's all that's real. Yeah. Yeah. I remember snow in like most Octobers. Yeah, just like a little. Yeah. Yeah, go to party settings. Turn your mic up too. No, that's good. That works. Yeah, you can hear it when you're adjusting it so that you know how loud it is. Yeah, that's not too loud in my ears, yeah. It's good. And then you just have to allow... Yeah. Yeah, that's the one.
Always allow.
Always. Always frush.
Always frush. Do not yank my chain.
Now you're a part of it.
Oh.
Don't you? Now you're a part of something. Something bigger than yourself. Don't you feel it?
No.
Don't you feel it?
Yeah, I feel it in my anus.
That's the place you were supposed to feel it. Then everything's on par.
No, it's sweet.
I found an alien body.
Did you?
Yeah.
Is it a body of aliens or just one single alien body?
Well, I was finding like alien skeletons, and now I found a body that hasn't fully rotted away, which is kind of fun.
It's only kind of fun.
It's kind of fun to find a body. The only thing that's not fun about it is there's nobody I can be like, hey, want to see a body? Because there's no one else in this game.
That's true.
Except me.
Hey, do you guys want to see a dead body? You kids want to see a dead body? No? Okay. You want to be one? No? Give you a 10-second head start then. Better get running.
Running, running, running. Like the Far Side.
Hypothermia.
Good song.
Hypothermia?
Run, run. Run, run. Run, run. Can't keep running away. Can't keep running away.
But can't we though?
I did Passing Me By last night. I always do that one.
It's a classic. It's a classy. It's a class C.
Operator experiencing hypothermia.
Gets the people's respect.
Gets the
All I can
specs.
do is All I can do is stare. 'Cause kids we used to kiss when we played truth or dare. Now she's more sophisticated, highly educated, not at all overrated. I think I need a prayer to get in her boots, and it looks rather dry. I guess a twinkle in her eye, just a twinkle in her eye. Oh, she's crazy stepping. I'll try to stop her stride, cause I won't have no more of this. That sounds really creepy now that I just took that in.
What's...
I'll try to stop her stride. So I'll stop her from walking, because I won't have no more of this cussing me, boy.
Yeah.
Oh, it's aggressive. This song's aggressive. Time for me to voice my opinion. Can't pretend she didn't have me. Sprung like a chicken, chasing my tail like a doggy. She was kinda like a star, thinking I was like a fan. Damn, she looked good.
Inventory
Downside,
full.
she had a man. He was a rooting toot and a nincompoop. She told me soon you little birdie's gonna fly the coop.
But it's also about letting them pass by.
Yeah,
So...
like knowing when to let them pass by too.
Yeah. You gotta do
Yeah.
that.
She ate, and then he says she was a flake like corn, and I was born. I was proved to be a bad man. See, I let that bitch go. You gotta let that Morgan bitch go. To get her, I let her, I sent her, and I went, my dear, my dear, my dear. I hung you when I tried.
Oh shit, I almost unlocked it.
Oh, disrespectful.
This fish is just staring at me. Is that it? Did I win? Nope.
Oh yes, Uber. Uber is great.
What is happening? No?
Starvation imminent. Inventory full.
God damn it. Drop a rock.
Southside Warriors, Southside Warriors. That's when I was watching another battle rap today with Tay-Rock and Hollow the Don. And Tay-Rock was fucking going in on him. And he has this one line, he's like, I'll punch you in your Luigi-looking mustache. Because he does. Hollow the
Someone
Don,
told me I look like Luigi the other day.
I don't know if that's an insult or a compliment.
Yeah. I mean, they didn't mean it as an insult, I don't think. They just meant it as like a fact that they thought was a fact.
Starvation imminent.
It'll always be a Mario to me, bro.
What does that make
They
you?
should make Mario.
You my,
They should
are
make
you my
Mario-
Yoshi?
No, you can't jump on me and punch me in the head.
Oh.
Operator malnourished.
Nintendo
We're not-
just came out and
we're not kids again.
Nintendo just came out and said that that's what they've been coming up with, like the most random facts about like Mario lore and stuff lately. So like they recently just like he's not a plumber anymore. Like he's retired. Like he's
Okay.
recently retired plumber. And apparently, what else? Yeah, so there's one of those fan theories online being like, how does he get Yoshi to open his mouth or whatever every single time? Because when you do it, the animation looks like it's either Mario pointing forward but it also kind of looks like Mario's hitting Luigi, like Yoshi, in the head. And then Nintendo just came out and said, yeah, he's been hitting Yoshi this for like 30 years. So he's been beating
Oh, so
that,
it's
that
been animal abuse this whole time.
Yeah,
I see.
yeah,
That's
it's
fine.
great. And what was it? There's another one too. I forget what it was. Place.
Dehydration imminent.
Oh yeah, no, I was gonna say you should make Mario and Luigi black, because then it makes more sense. Mario Brothers.
I'd play that.
Yeah.
Black Marios.
Black Mario. Black Luigi.
Black
Don't touch
Ouija.
my brother. Yeah. My boys.
What the shit?
Bullshit, miss.
This is bullshit. I give him all the easy ones.
Hip-hop? Hippopotamus?
Hip Hop Anonymous.
Hip-hop Anonymous?
Oh, fuck off.
I want to see a movie where all of Rob Schneider's side characters from Adam Sandler movies have a movie. So basically just the you can do it guy. Like, what's his story?
Detected.
You can do it.
Yeah, like, give me that movie.
He's just like a weird perv.
Yeah, sure. But like he's everywhere though, so it's like, what do you do? Like, what's his job? And that guy, the delivery man. And just throw Steve Buscemi's character in from Billy Madison and put some lipstick. Like, why does he do that? I don't know. Well, he does have a list of people he's gonna kill, so he's obviously snapped, so yeah.
Yeah.
Never mind. I'll figure that out. I just
Just
figured
in
that
that.
out. Yeah. That Billy Madison made. He's basically like the Joker.
Emergency.
To Billy Madison's
Hydration
Batman.
levels critical. Seek water source.
But no, he's not, because he saved him at the end, so.
Yeah. I don't know if they put that much thought into those characters. Maybe they did. Maybe they wrote scripts for them and everything.
I read the first few pages of the canceled Jason reboot they were gonna do. They were gonna make it take place in winter, which already just sounds awesome already. I don't know
Yeah,
why.
that does sound good.
Reestablishing
Right?
satellite.
Just like,
Highest
yes!
priority.
Give us that.
Operator
Yeah,
tired.
basically it started
Sleep
off with like teens
advised.
skating on the lake. Or some shit like that. And I think Jason is like frozen underneath it.
Emergency. Acute
That's funny.
dehydration detected.
Yeah, I don't know how, but then he comes back to life and he like pulls one of them through and then he comes up and he like throws a skate at the other guy's head. And it's like light snow and like the blood just goes all in the snow and it's just like, that's why I think, that's why it just sounds cool, because just blood in the snow is always awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Horror stuff. Needs
And
to have snow.
Yeah, it's creepier, because it's quieter in winter. Like, if you ever go out to like, if you've ever been out like in the woods or something when it's like snowing, it's quiet. Or even in the city, when it's like really heavy, like downtown, like walking down Young Street when it's like piles of snow and there's like no cars, it's like
Yeah.
terrifying. You know what I mean? It's silent. Like, you don't hear anything. You don't hear like the vibrations of like the boxes or anything.
Operator tired. Sleep
Yes, I think I figured out why
advised.
everyone doesn't like it.
Emergency.
Not everybody. A lot of people
Levels
liked it.
critical.
Yeah, I know, but I'm
Seek
saying I
It's
water
figured
like
out
source.
why the
50-50.
people. Yeah, but I'm figuring out the other 50%.
Okay.
It wasn't scary for them. But then, like, I was
Yeah.
talking to Alex yesterday. I was talking to Alex yesterday because he was like, I didn't think it was scary, but I thought it was a good movie. And I'm like,
Yeah,
yeah,
a lot of people said
that's
that.
what that, yeah, and that's what it is, I think, and that's why people are like upset because
They
it wasn't
expected it to be
scary,
scary.
like super scary, and it was just your typical like, here's a jump scare, here's a jump scare, story, 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 jump scare, story, story, jump scare, story, ending. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And people were just like, well, that's just a horror movie. This is just a random, this is another horror remake,
Emergency.
right?
Acute
But at the same
dehydration
time, like,
detected.
it's like leagues of, like, if you were to consider this a remake, which it isn't, technically,
Hypothermia
right?
imminent.
Yeah.
Because it's being split into two parts, but let's put it in the
Operator
category
tired.
of
Sleep
remake.
advised.
Well, the
It's,
original was done in 2 parts as well.
yeah, but it was a TV series. You know what I mean? It was a mini, no, it was a mini TV series. It was a TV show. Like, it was released in episodes, and then they compiled it to 2
I'm pretty sure it was a
VHS
movie,
tapes.
but it was TV.
No, it was a made-for-TV movie.
Yeah, that's what I
So it
mean.
was like one of the, yeah, but they did it in like episodes. Like they got played in like, I think it was like 6 episodes.
Oh. I didn't know that was one of
Yeah,
those.
yeah, because it's like 3 hours, so it was like half an hour each. Yeah. So then when they released it on VHS, like it was like one of those. It was like a straight to DVD equivalent back in the day. But it was like released straight to VHS, and it was 2 VHS. So I remember seeing the thing too. It was 2. I remember being like, why is that 2 VHSs? Why is that? Like anytime you saw a movie like that, you're like, that's gonna be a long.
Hydration levels
Yeah.
critical. Seek
Not really,
water
though, because,
source.
like, Scarface was, like, what, 3 hours?
Scarface was like that on VHS.
It was 2 VHSs, but it was only, like, 3
Yeah.
hours. Like, movies are, like, normally 3 hours now. Doesn't even make a
Yeah.
difference.
So now, now it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And that's the thing too, because they've already said, because the movie was like 2.5 hours long, and
Yeah.
the next one's gonna be 2.5 hours long, so it's already a combined, like they're adapting the book. You know what I mean? They're
Right.
trying to adapt as much of the book as they can, so it's technically 5 hours. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is like, when you think about, like, I'm pretty sure like that's like the Stand, like that made for TV movie shit, like that was one that was like 6 hours too. It's like a 6-hour movie or some shit.
Yeah, I don't know if I don't know how many of them came to theaters back then.
Yeah, The Stand didn't play in theaters. That was another one.
Yeah, because it was like 3 VHSs or 4 VHSs or something.
Yeah, that one's fucking ridiculous. It's like
The Langoliers was 2,
Yeah,
I think.
yeah. I remember I rented that one. I remember my
Yeah.
mom rented that on VHS. I watched that. I was like, what movie is this? I started
Yeah,
being
so
really tripped
trippy.
out.
Operator
Yeah.
health levels.
I didn't get it when I
low.
was a kid. I was like, what's going on?
Yeah,
Why did
time
everyone
froze or
disappear?
something. They
No,
went through
like
some
everyone
kind of
disappeared.
wormhole in the sky.
Yeah, they went through a wormhole in the sky while everyone was sleeping.
Yeah, and then those creatures started coming after
And
them.
yeah, but only because they were sleeping or whatever.
Yeah, because they were like,
they
they fucked up the time something or other. I think they like, yeah, they just stopped time or something. Because then they ended up coming back out at the end.
yeah, and one of them but one of them had to fly the plane through it, and then that
Yeah.
person like died.
Dehydrated.
That
Oh yeah,
person,
because
like,
he had
got
to
the
be
fuck
awake
up.
because he couldn't,
Operator
Yeah.
tired. Sleep advised.
like, he couldn't just set it on a course and then
Yeah.
take a bunch of sleeping pills to fall asleep right beforehand. That's what I would have tried to do.
Either way, you die if you take a bunch of sleeping pills.
Well, you know, you take a healthy dose.
Hypothermia imminent.
A healthy dose.
A healthy dose of sleeping pills.
Operator health levels low.
Oh shit, there's like a bear or something gonna attack me.
Warning.
This is way less terrifying
Hypothermia
with
registered.
somebody in the ear.
Yeah, right. That's usually how it works.
If something eats me right now, I don't care. Ooh, it can smash
Yeah, no,
this
I
wall
thought-
down.
Warning.
No, like I thought it was good. There was one part too that was like really fucking like I mean people were like, oh, some parts of it were funny, and they were like upset about that, and I'm like, why? He's a clown. He's supposed to be funny. Like, and it's
Yeah.
one of those like and it's kind of like, but to me it was like a horrifying kind of fun. It was like, you know who you were honestly reminding me of at some points? It was like Heath Ledger, Joker.
Yeah.
Like some of the things he did, I was like, oh, that's reminiscent.
Yeah.
Like there's one part where the black kid sees him, and he's like the black kid's getting bullied or whatever,
Right.
and he looks across the creek, and he sees the clown there, right? And the
Yeah.
clown's sitting there like eating a body, and his mouth's all bloody, and he's like holding an arm, and he like smiles at him and like waves with the arm. It's just like, oh my god, that's fucking terrifyingly hilarious.
Yeah.
Like he's like, because like he's like he looks all vicious, like he's eating. He's like, and then he looks up and he sees the black kid, and then he smiles, and he's like, oh hey, and he like waves all happily, like, oh hey, I didn't see you there. What's up?
Yeah. Stephen King liked it. I mean, no, that's the
Yeah.
thing. Like, people were saying it was a good movie, which is better than it being a good horror movie, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like it was actually a good movie.
Yeah. Like, I'd rather see a good movie than a good horror movie, because a good horror movie means that there's only horror, which means it's not going
Yeah.
to be a good movie. It's just going to be a good horror movie.
Yeah, and it's gonna be
Like
a lot
The
of
Human
cheese.
Centipede.
It's gonna be cheese. Yeah.
The
or
Human
like
Centipede was a
Cabin-
good horror movie.
or Cabin Fever. Like that.
Yeah,
I think
Cabin
that's a good
Fever.
part.
Cabin Fever was tongue in cheek though. Like there was a lot of just like
Yeah, but
over
that's
the
what, like,
top.
a good horror movie is. Yeah, that's what it is though. And even like what's it called, the Evil Dead remake. I think that's a good horror
Yeah,
movie.
the Evil Dead
know what
remake
I
was
mean?
definitely one of my favorites. I thought they did a good job on that, making it actual horror, taking like the funniness out of it. They did a good job with the Evil Dead TV series that they came out with recently too. It's going into season 3.
Yeah, I know, Bruce Campbell. They were just asking Bruce Campbell about how come Ash versus Freddy versus Jason never got made. And basically, he was saying how they were like for it, like because it's based on the comic book, right? Like there was a graphic novel on it.
Oh wow, I didn't even know that there was a real thing.
Yeah.
He's like a different
Actually,
world
you know
though,
what?
because he's a part of like the B movies and
No,
stuff.
but you know why? You know why? This is why. You remember the shitty Jason Goes to Hell movie?
Yeah.
Emergency.
The fucking book
Hydration
from the dead, like the
levels
Necromancer
critical.
book,
Seek water source.
is in that movie.
Oh, weird.
Operator
And
advised.
at the end, it's like
Advised.
they pass over it like a few times, or I think they even might read from it or some shit. Like it's fucked up.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the movie, as a little teaser or whatever, like when Jason Mask is in the sand, Freddy's hand comes up. Like literally, Freddy's hand comes up and drags the mask down to hell or whatever.
Right.
Right? So that was like setting shit up. And then, like, remember when we were like in Kent? Remember all the versions of Jason versus Freddy that we like that you found and like you
Yeah, I
showed me?
found all the scripts online.
Yeah.
What was
Okay,
that
so
weird
those
one
were
with the
real.
Spanish girls singing?
Yeah, like half of those were real. Like those were real things that they all tried to do.
Yeah.
And because like the rights to each character were owned by different studios, that was like a whole fuckery thing.
Right, yeah.
Right? But
Dehydrated.
originally, no, they did, and then because of like the book or whatever, so they went to like Bruce Campbell and Sam Raimi, and they were like, so do you guys wanna come in? After they're like, yeah, sure, sick, we'd love that for Ash to kill like Jason and Freddy, that'd be fucking sick.
Yeah.
Right? And then they're like, whoa, I don't know about that. It's like, well, then why else? Wait, what? So, am I hearing that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like, it doesn't make sense. So basically, they could only like I think they wanted to actually Sam Raimi to like direct it possibly, but he could only have control over what Ash did, whereas the studio decided what happened with Jason and Freddy or whatever and all that corporate bullshit, you
Yeah,
know.
right. And because it's the majority,
Warning.
they get to
Yeah,
decide the
Operator
ending and everything,
dehydrated.
basically.
yeah, pretty much all that shit. So they're like, no, it's okay, we don't want it, and they're like,
Yeah.
okay, let's just do Jason versus Freddy. But then yeah, they actually made a comic book based off that, like it's Jason versus Freddy versus Ash.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's kind of
Operator tired.
like part of the
Sleep
B movie
advised.
world, though. Like, it's
Yeah,
not
but by the
really.
time Jason Goes to Hell is a C movie, so
Yeah, but I mean, those are like the A horror franchises.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
they got to the point of B movies,
yeah.
maybe a little bit,
They're
but
on, but they are on the Mount Rushmore.
yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. And he's like he kills all the B movie
Operator dehydrated.
horror people. Like he's like the king of B movies, basically. So he doesn't really fit in that world, I don't think.
No, I think they even tried to do Jason versus Michael Myers, but it was like they're too similar.
Right. Yeah, that would have been.
And it would have just been boring.
It would have been a wrestling match.
Yeah,
Operator
it would have just been like a
tired.
strong.
Sleep
It actually would have been like kind of
advised.
sick, just them pushing each other through walls and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's like
Yeah, the
silent,
fights would have been
so-
cool.
Yeah, but it would have been silent, whereas like Freddy can actually talk.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like having Chucky in there. You know, you just do it. Like do an Avengers style one and just fuck it.
It's
No,
true.
but,
I
like,
mean,
try to keep
horror
it
is
serious.
popular enough.
Like try to keep it serious as possible,
Operator
right? But like
dehydrated.
have fucking Jason, Freddy, Michael Myers, Chucky, and like Pinhead. And then have them all wake up in a jigsaw trap. Oh my god, yes. Are you joking right now? That's amazing. It's so good.
They're supposed
And
to
they
be
all get
making
to the-
a horror series of X-Men movies.
Yeah, they did. They already started. The trailer came out. It looks terrifying. It's the one with
Yeah.
fucking the chick from. It's the one with the chick from Split and Arya from Game of Thrones. Arya's
Yeah.
gonna be like a. I think Arya's Wolfsbane. She's
Operator
basically a werewolf
tired.
chick.
Sleep advised.
That's her power. She turns into like a werewolf.
Lady Werewolf. Lady Wolf.
Yeah.
Some
Yeah.
kind of shit in this cave.
Which is pretty funny when you think about it, because it's like, that's your family sigil.
Yeah. She's typecast as a wolf lady.
Yeah. Cool. I'm down.
Yeah, there's
she's-
worse
I think
things
the
to be
character-
typecast as.
I think the character's name's Wolfsbane.
That's hilarious.
Ah, you merely adopted the wolf. I was born as one. It's like Wolfsbane.
Bane's wolf.
Oh yeah, and like what's it called? The other guy's in there too from Stranger Things. With the camera, the older brother. Kind of creepy one.
I don't really remember that well.
Yeah, I think he's gonna play Cannonball or some shit.
Oh.
Operator tired. Sleep advised.
Yeah, and I think like that shit's eventually gonna cross over with like Deadpool too. And Gambit.
Yeah, too many of those.
No, I love it. This is my time. Leave me alone. Let me enjoy it.
Hypothermia.
Enjoy it all you want.
Okay.
Everyone else
Even
is
Kevin
too. That's why it's making money.
Kevin Smith just came out and like was saying how he goes, he's like I'm a 47-year-old man, and he goes, I'm from an era where the first superhero movie was Superman, and then we had nothing until like Batman, in '89.
Yeah.
And you had like another good one in like Blade. After he goes, even the bad comic book movies, I still like because at least they're comic book movies. You know what I mean? And I'm like,
Yeah.
from that sense, I can like, cause like honestly, as much as I shit on them, if you're a fan of Ghost Rider, you probably like the Ghost Rider movies just a little bit, right? Like even though if you don't like them, like at least you're glad that there is one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Operator
I
silent.
guess.
Sleep
But I'm a
advised.
fan of the Flash, and I don't like the show.
Yeah, well that's why he's gonna get his own movie. Not that guy, but the guy from the Justice League.
Yeah.
Operator health levels low.
Which I also kind of appreciate them not being like Marvel and be like, here, watch Agents of Shield and Inhumans and this other Netflix stuff, and this might cross over one day. It's like, oh, it's way too much stuff.
Yeah. It's way
Especially
too
with
much
like
for me.
my favorite thing is like Agents of Shield is actually supposed to be connected to like the Avengers and shit like that. But like the main
Operator
character basically on Agents of
experiencing
Shield is the
hypothermia.
agent who's supposed to be running it, Agent Coulson or whatever. He
Yeah.
died in the first Avengers movie. Like he died. Like they show him dying, and like him dying is the reason that they like stand together and fight. Yada, yada, yada. And then
Right.
in this show they bring him dead. Still till this day. Like in the timeline. Doesn't
That's
make any sense.
yeah. I
Yeah,
don't
it's really
understand.
fun.
I don't understand the basic storylines. So I wouldn't understand any of the overlying connections and whatnots. This and that, here and there's, so and so's.
The simple man.
Yeah, I'm just a simple man with simple pleasures. Cooking raw human flesh. I mean, staring at the ocean. Long walks on the beach.
While cooking raw human flesh.
Yes, that's what I meant. You can't just cook human flesh normally. You have to stare at the ocean while you do it and contemplate.
With a dead glazed over look on your face.
Yeah, in memory of the person you're cooking. It's just good manners. It's just good manners when you're cooking flesh.
They shall not be named.
I am so tracking fucked. My tracking is way off. Let's see what happens if I do this. Am I alive? Am I alive? Am I alive? Am I alive? Are you alive? Are we all alive? What's going on? What's happening? Who are we? Who are you? What are they?
I don't know, brother.
My screen.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
Ew. Tell me something then. Jeez.
Oh no, brother.
Jeez. Doodle doodle doo. Doodle doodle doo.
What am I doing now?
Oh shit.
You're dancing around, going doodle 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 doo.
Uh-uh.
Wow, that's incredible.
How'd you guess?
Welcome to Kenny Rogers Sidekicks. You remember that skit?
I do. Or do I? Oh no, I'm drowning.
Because you just lied to me about running that skip, bro. Don't do that.
Maybe I do. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. What's it to you?
Warning.
Who's asking?
Operator, cold
I am.
and wet.
I ain't
Temperature
saying nothing.
dropping.
You better say something before I strike you down with my powerful
Operator
mighty sword.
experiencing hypothermia.
I'm experiencing hypothermia. How do you feel about that?
I'm warm to the idea of it.
But
Operator health levels low.
That's such a beautiful sound in my ear every time you do it.
that's what I was hoping for.
Can you do it again?
Operator time. Operator wet.
Oh, I just came.
That was the goal.
Let me get the next girl to hang out with.
Yeah, try it with her. It'll work. Trust me.
Cold and
No, I'm
wet.
gonna get her to do it to me, and
Temperature
it's gonna
dropping.
calm instantly.
Oh, you could even just use it on her.
Hypothermia registered.
No, I'm gonna get it that. No, I want to get off on it. She's not good enough to experience that yet. I don't know.
That's
do
only
not
for
know
someone
this man.
special.
I do not know this man. Because you don't know this man.
I am
You
not
don't know
warm.
this man. So close your windows, put on some
Operator
clothes,
cold and wet.
stop being
Temperature
naked while playing
dropping.
VR, and yeah. You
Warning.
should put that as a warning sign
Body
on your naked
temperature
VR thing.
critical.
May cause hypothermia.
Cause we cold. We cold in
cold.
this.
Operator
In this
health
BH.
Cold
levels
in this,
low.
in this bitch. I'm chilling.
Seriously though, I'm gonna die.
Starvation imminent. Operator. Warning. Operator cold and wet. Temperature dropping. Warning. Operator cold and hypothermia imminent.
Great.
What is happening?
Heat source.
You're dying, obviously.
I know, like, brutal. What's going on in my life right now?
Don't die.
Seriously though. Fuck. Why are they killing me? Because of hypothermia? It's rude as fuck.
It's at your cold heart and you want to eat it.
Operator.
Eat the
fatigue.
calories.
Sleep advised.
What does that mean?
Warning.
Eat your calories.
Operator cold and wet. Temperature dropping.
Temperature.
Warning. Operator experiencing hypothermia.
I'm experiencing hypothermia. Why is it so freaking warm in here? I mean,
Warm
that's
or
not.
cold?
That's not the word that I was saying. That I meant to say. Why is it not warm in here? That's what I should have said.
Warning.
Rather.
Operator cold and wet. Temperature dropping. Warning.
Well, what, are you just gonna kill me then?
Operator health levels low.
There's nowhere to
Operator
go.
fatigued. Sleep advised.
I used all my healths.
I think I'm gonna have a nap.
Of course you are. I knew that.
Nap time.
Yeah, it's nap time for my character too, because I died from hypothermia. Nap time for this broadcast. It's okay, there's nobody watching anyway, those assholes.